celebrity couple just moved in literally across the hall from my girlfriend and I. We met only the husband, who we didn't recognize at first, but he looked familiar, and after telling us he worked in entertainment, we looked him up on IMDb. Turns out he's married to someone very famous and an actress, and both my girlfriend and I really like. How do we acknowledge we are fans of their work without coming off as creepy from Anxious in Atlanta? How could you do this to me? How could you write a question like that and not
say who it is?
What in the fuck?
Ugh. Are you protecting their anonymity? We don't know who you are.
I want to tell you guys, I found, listen, look at this. Yahoo Answers has provided a service to me. Yahoo Answers has provided value to me as a person. Here's the question: which celebrities live in Atlanta? Okay. Now, this was answered 6 years ago by Spider-Man 7086. So, X. So, it may not be current, but let me hit you with some of the people it could be that this person has seen in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, and so far, I've seen.
Okay.
The Yin Yang Twins. Probably not.
No.
They are married to each other.
Not in Georgia, they aren't. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Hey, little girl, let me whisper in your ear. Can you please walk the dog? And on your way home, get some orange juice. I love you.
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Mm-hmm. All of them married to each other.
Now you could go knock on Lil Jon's door and just say, Lil Jon, turn down for what? The what in this case is you live across the hall from me. Please turn it down.
And I've got an important meeting in the morning, and I just really need to catch.
So that is why.
A crazy crumping dude just like crashed through my ceiling, and somehow I feel like you are the one to blame.
So turn down, please.
Please do turn down for this.
This is the cause. Usher. Jermaine Dupri. Janet Jackson.
No. Because here's the thing. They didn't recognize him at first. If it's fucking Janet Jackson,
you're going to recognize him.
Who is that again?
Okay. Here's where things get a little weird in this list. There's a few more people that I would probably recognize. T-Pain, Ludacris. The problem with recognizing T-Pain is it could also be a monster. You could accidentally identify as might be a monster boogeyman who's come to steal your soul. That's the other problem with T-Pain. But Ludacris, okay, probably not.
You would know.
The guy who invented the Ziploc bag.
No.
Okay.
Okay, important thing. Who recognizes that guy on site and puts that in the Yahoo Answers?
Had to have been wearing a
T-shirt.
T-shirt.
The guy
had to have been wearing a T-shirt that said, "Ask me about my invention," and on the back it said,
I think that's Anthony Ziploc.
Ask me about my super tight bags.
Is that Tony Ziploc?
I think so. He's got the super tight bag shirt. Are there any other celebs? Because we haven't answered this
Ted
question.
Ted Turner. Sure.
No.
Atlanta.
Yeah, he just moved in across the hall.
Tyler Perry.
Okay.
All the Braves, Falcons, and Hawks. So, yes, you would see them in Atlanta. Andre 3000, Big Boy, Young Jeezy, Bone Crusher, Young Bloods, Young Jock, CeeLo.
Okay.
Jane Fonda.
I've just had a question occur to me, and I'm going to try to phrase it very, very carefully because I do not mean to offend the question asker. I do not know your living situation, and I don't know what this building that you live in is like. What is a celebrity couple that is just like renting an apartment across from you?
So,
people do that all the time.
Yeah, here would be my guess on a shoot, maybe on location in Atlanta,
or maybe they have like family in Atlanta. It's not where they want their main house to be, but maybe they got like maybe they'll have like a loft there. Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I would like to think that it would be totally chill if you just like ran into the hallway and said like, "Oh, hey, I loved you and such. Nice meeting you. Welcome to the building. Okay, see you around."
I bet it would be so novel for this person if you would just not. Maybe you could just like.
What if you just
that's where I'm at.
Like a housewarming present, or like invited him over for dinner sometime and treated him like a normal human being?
Right, but that's not how normal human beings operate, Travis. When have you ever gone next door to
not
someone?
Normal macro human beings, but like normal sociable.
We are the most normal human being. We represent
real America.
We represent an identikit of real America. That, like, we are the mold, Travis. Nobody does this. Have you gone upstairs to your neighbors upstairs and be like, "Hey, we made pot pie. Come on down for our pot pie"?
No.
By the way, I loved you in Failure to Launch. I just, like...
I can't be I can't even. I'm trying to be funny. I can't stop being so angry at this person for not telling me who this person is.
I mean, here's the thing. I agree with you, Justin. Not only because I desperately want to know who it is, but I also think that it's an important fact. If it's somebody who's like known for being totally chill and cool, and or if it's someone who's known for being kind of reclusive and not wanting to talk to the press, that's a huge difference.
Can I hit you with this? Donald Faison. A Donald Faison, I think, perfectly fits this mold of somebody you recognize. You're not sure what. Probably dating some sort of celeb. Probably got like a bungalow somewhere. And you say, I love his work. Do I go talk to Faison? He seems fucking super friendly.
I cannot imagine a reality in which I would not be more stoked to meet Donald Faison. I cannot think of an actress I would be more stoked to meet than Donald Faison. I can't think of a person I'd rather get a hang on with than Donald Faison. Seriously?
That's what I'm saying.
He seems like
I just flipped the script
ever.
Because we're the real American mold. We're nervous. We wouldn't talk. We're shy. We understand these social norms. But that Faison is such a honey.
You want to get your Faison.
Such a sweet, sweet honey pot, and you just want to Faison it.
Here's the thing. Okay, so while I agree with you that we are a perfect slice of real America, I try to, when I am faced with decisions like this and circumstances like this, the way I think about it is, in 10 years, will I more regret embarrassing myself by talking to this person?
Donald Faison. We don't have to be obtuse about it anymore. It's Donald fucking Faison.
Will I look back and be like, man, really glad I didn't embarrass myself by talking to Donald Faison? Or will I say,
Faison?
Yeah, I fucking met Donald Faison. I talked to him, and like we ended up hanging out. We played Call of Duty together. It was super chill.
Why did you play Call of Duty?
Came over for pizza a couple times.
Yeah.
He ended up being best friends. How do you make new friends with Donald Faison?
Not to exclusively talk about Scrubs, but I do want to supplement this tale with a personal sort of warning from my own life. I was at LAX last E3, not this E3, but the E3 before. I was at LAX and I saw John C. Reilly in the security line, like, of course, looking like so dope. Had a guitar case, had like the dopest look for his whole steez. His whole thing was like he had a cool hat and he had a cool look, and he had such a cool look. I saw him, identified him. That's Mr. Cellophane. That's my guy. That's Steve Rule. Like, that's my dude. But but in my head, the name I had attached to him is John C. McGinley.
No, Justin.
Now, hear me out. I didn't go talk to him. I saw him at the ATM after the line and was literally a hair's breadth away from saying, hi, Mr. McGinley. I'm a big fan of your work. Fucking close. I was literally in Charlotte before I was like, oh, God, that was John C. Reilly. That was not John C. McGinley from Scrubs.
Do you know why you didn't act on that? And I think this is the most important factor in these types of decisions. You had... It is a biblical concept, which is appropriate. You had mustard seed faith. You had a mustard seed size faith that you were a dumb shit. There was a doubt, a small grain of doubt, and you acted.
And you walked on the water and ran away.
You acted on that doubt, and you said, there's a 0.01% chance I could be wrong, so I'm not going to do this. That is the core of
social anxiety, is that somewhere deep down in you, deeper than all your other secrets, you have a suspicion bordering on certainty that you are a dumb shit.
Yeah.
That's the core of it.
But okay. I hope that this helps the person asking this question, but I look at it this way. From my point of view, this isn't like they're not like at a, opening or something in which they are characterized as fancy star person. They're in their home just being a regular person. If you run into them, don't acknowledge it. Just treat them like a regular person. Treat them like you would anyone else.
Yeah, have a party. This is what you do. You have a house party or a bungalow party. You knock on their door. Hey, I just want to let you know we're gonna have a party tonight. We'll be done before 11, so we're not gonna go too late and be too loud. But by the way, we're gonna have nachos. It's a nacho party. It's a Fast and the Furious party. So Donald, if if you and your wife Casey Cobb want to swing by, this is his wife's name according to IMDb, then we would love to have you. We'd love to hear some stories on the set. Would love to hear what it's like to work with John C. Reilly. Anyway, that's just the invitation, just putting it out there. It was nice to meet you, Donald Faison.
I would like to suggest this. This person has to, the actress, and I guess to some extent the actor who seems to be less well known, but I think that it's different because you live so close to them. I think that the best thing that you can do if you really care is to ignore them, because they go around being recognized and like they're in their day-to-day life constantly, and their home should be a sanctuary from that, I think. And I think the best thing you could do is just give them privacy and not try to like. I mean, if you see him in the hall, hey, but like, I don't try to establish a connection. You don't need to tell.
Don't kick in the door. Yo, Faison!
Don't slide notes underneath their door.
Faison, I got a week.
Like,
let's do this.
Big fan. Justin, I'm not saying that when you see them, you start snapping pictures and go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and faint. I'm saying, like, imagine that they were just a normal person who moved across the hallway and then follow your behavior appropriate. There's no reason to ignore them.
Travis, these are one and the same. These are twain. My normal behavior would be to ignore them. My neighbor mowed my lawn.
And you should totally treat them like that. I'm saying that I don't think when you run into Donald Faison in the hallway, you have to avert your eyes and say, I'm sorry I looked at you, Mr. Faison.
Mr. Faison, I'm sorry. Oh, you burned my retinas. You're so beautiful.
May I touch the hem of your garment, Mr.
Please,
Faison?
Please, Mr. Faison. Am I worthy? Wish I Was Here opens in theaters July 18th. This is a new picture from Zach Braff. It does have Donald Faison in it.
They're buddies in real life.
Getting it back together. Oh, they're the next ones, though. Shit. Which one's God gonna take? This friendship, this cinematic friendship is too beautiful.
For, but I don't want to say it.
It's Zach Braff, right?
I didn't want to say it.